Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am Cady, and I shall be playing Crysis Warhead, as you most likely will be able to see here on your screen. First off, let us go through some of the basic information we know about this game. Sorry about that, I just want to turn down the audio a little bit, so I hope that you will be able to hear me, if not good, then better than what you could before. If at all there would be a change. So yeah, Crysis Warhead. This is the second game in the Crysis series so far. There are 3 games as of when I'm recording this. That is, there is Crysis, or well, the original Crysis. Then the second game, which is Crysis Warhead, which is a which plays a part in the well, I guess it is kind of the, it's, as far as I know, it is either the continuation of Crysis 1, or the original Crysis game, or it is the part where, Psycho, or whatever his name was, I cannot remember at this point, when he flew into the island as it was blown up. That is, though, the ending of Crysis, the original game. So if I spoiled the ending there for you, then my sincere apologies. Crysis Warhead is a first-person shooter. It is basically sci-fi or science fiction, and it was developed by Crytek, the same people who developed Crysis, like the original game, the first game, whatever. This game is, as like the first one, published by EA, or Electronic Arts. Looking at the gamer, we've got there should be 2 options here. There are multiplayer and single player, but like Warhead here is the single player, and then there is what is it called again? It's Crysis Wars, which is the multiplayer of this game. That is then considered a separate game from Crysis Warhead, but you get them both simultaneously. Like when you buy Crysis Warhead, you get the multiplayer as well as a separate game. So don't really know why they would do that, but I guess it is kind of neat in a way. Whereas they could, it's probably got something to do with them being able to apply an update to one of the parts of the game and not having to bother too much about the other one. Well, talk a little bit about the multiplayer. So, as I've already said, Crysis War is the multiplayer of Warhead, and it is considered a separate game, as I've already said. There has been released multiple patches and tweaks to like solve balance issues and whatnot, especially towards weapons and the suit in the game. There was also, upon release, there were 21 multiplayer maps, so that's quite good right there. I must admit, I don't think a lot of games do that or did that back in the day of 2008 when it was released. Talking about release dates, this game was actually first released in Europe. As far as I know, there are not too many games to do that. There are a couple, but Crysis are actually released in Europe 4 days before North America. It was released in Europe on 12th of September 2008. Then 4 days later, on the 16th of September 2008, it was released in North America. And then 2 days after that, it was available for download through Steam on the 18th of September 2008. So there's a bit, there's a little bit of a difference right there, seen on other games such as Portal 2, which actually was released for download and in America on the same day, and then 2 or 3 days later in Europe, if I recall correctly. Anyway, looking at the ratings of this game, it is rated quite highly. GameSpot gave it a straight up 9, which is very good. And then not to be disappointed by IGN score of 9.4. So I do have quite high expectations from this game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here with the single player in just a second. There we go. Let's go ahead and start up a new game. And as I always do, I will be playing on easy. And this game has got the exact same interface as the first game. And we're going to go ahead and start it up. Huh. So, starting off here with Call Me Ishmael, or Ishmael. If I am pronouncing that incorrectly, then my apologies. But, yeah. We will see what we actually get to do here. And, in the original Crysis game, like the first game, it kind of picked up really slowly in the beginning, and then it kind of like sped up towards the end, and I hope this game will not do that the same way. That would be quite a bit of a letdown to me, I'm afraid. I would like the game to kind of have a quick pace all the way. I think it's more enjoyable to play then, and I think I played Crysis, the original game, like in 3 or 4 sessions, and it would have been like